Roy, 37 active fires burning across the state, and they've burned more than 35,000 hectares. At least 6 people have died in Oregon so far. I'm here in Salem in Marion County, which has been hit by one of the biggest fires known as the Beachy Creek Fire. A 13-year-old boy in this county died with his dog in his arms, and also his grandmother perished in the fire too. With still fires like these at 0% containment, it's not an exaggeration to say that so many people are still fleeing for their lives. The smoke in the state of Oregon is so bad that it can be seen clearly from space. Despite the dangerous conditions and evacuation orders for an estimated 500,000 people, Dale Carlson has chosen to stay behind, helping residents get fuel and firefighters with supplies.
Well, as long as the roads are open, you can drive right through. You just can't be afraid of the fire on either side of you.
But tens of thousands of people have decided to flee their homes. They're coming to places like this, the Oregon State Fairgrounds, to seek food and shelter.
Check in with folks about how they're doing.
Representatives from nearly 30 organizations like the Red Cross and the United Way are joining forces to provide both physical and emotional support.
You can see it on their faces. This kind of impact and trauma, it has like a PTSD factor to it, where they really are those cognitive abilities of what to do next, where do I turn?
We had a gun up there, and we were all preparing to start figuring out who was going to be the one to take care of everybody so that they didn't burn.
Lindsay Dry is from another state. She said she was escaping domestic violence with her children, camping out with them in a nearby mountain. When the fire came, they had to leave all their belongings behind and survive a harrowing drive down the mountain.
It was kind of eerie because with the winds and everything, also there was also trees that were knocked over in the roads that we were having to stop and get out and remove from the road so that we could get through. It was the road and the whole mountainside through the canyon, like all you could see is just flames, and then it went black, gray, and then white, and it just covered the whole sky.
She says they were able to follow other drivers who had keys that opened up gates that would otherwise have been locked. She's just coming to grips with her family's narrow escape.
It took me about a day and a half before it actually really hit me what actually had happened, and that's when I started actually crying, and then it's gotten better. I mean, I'm just trying to look forward and not really look behind it, because that's behind us now. We have our lives, and that's what matters. So
Lindsay's family is just one of the thousands who believe they are so fortunate to have made it, but also now wondering, where do they go next? And after weeks of not making any public mentions of the West Coast fires, President Donald Trump tweeted on Friday a message of thanks to the firefighters and emergency crew workers. He later announced that he would be visiting California on Monday to meet with local and federal fire and emergency officials. Rowie.